Hey guys, my name is Michaela Grace and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about something that I really don't want to talk about at all, but I know a lot of people out there are suffering with this, and I know a lot of people out there are isolated from it, and people should talk more about it because it's a real thing. And so today I'm going to share my story with you guys. I've been suffering with PTSD for the past year and a half from a chronic illness. It is so possible, it's so real, and a lot of people suffer from it from their illnesses. Yet a lot of people don't talk about it, which is crazy. So I'm gonna share my story with it, and yeah. Also, my heart truly breaks for the ones who are suffering with the same thing I have, or similar, or to anybody who's just suffering in general with a chronic illness, a disease. It's not fun, and until you suffer from it, then you really just can't understand what other people go through. And now I truly understand what other people go through, and my heart truly breaks for you guys. So all love from me to you. So yes, I have a PTSD from a chronic illness. I got sick about a year and a half ago. Before I got sick, I worked 3 jobs to move out when I was 18. I got sick 2 weeks before my 18th birthday. Sacrificed a lot in order to move out. I worked 3 jobs, couldn't go to public school because I had to work so much, so I had to switch from my amazing school to an online school. I had to push back a little my graduation date because I just couldn't focus on school. I wanted to get out. My house wasn't a good place. It wasn't happy here. And I was really sad and depressed, and in order for me to get better and to heal what was broken inside of me, I had to leave. And so I sacrificed everything, and I worked really hard. But the world had other plans for me. Like I said, 2 weeks from my 18th birthday, I started getting sick. After my 18th birthday, I started getting sicker really quickly. Every penny that I had to go to medical bills, had to go to testing, had to go to medications because I didn't have health care and my parents weren't in a place to help me, which is fine, and I'm not mad at them for that. It's life. And I was absolutely broken that I couldn't move out and that I got sick. I'm a pretty healthy person, so it scared me a lot when I started getting really sick and nobody knew what was wrong with me. I went to a lot of doctors to figure out what was going on with me, and they had no idea. They thought it could be just stress or anxiety. They thought I could have an ulcer. Turns out I don't have any of that. And it was just really, really difficult. They gave me a lot of medications. Turns out I'm super sensitive to medications. I never ever took medications ever in my entire life, and all of a sudden I had to throw so many medications down my system to help a little bit. The pain was getting worse. I had stomach pain, severe stomach pains, nausea, flu-like symptoms, migraines. I got motion sickness when I was driving, just really weird, out of the loop symptoms. I also had brain fog, so I couldn't remember small things, and it truly really scared me. But every night I would lay in my bed and cry in pain. I would have my head over a plastic bag because I felt so sick. My stomach was torn up. It was such bad pain. There was nothing that helped it. Tylenol, ibuprofen, Motrin, nothing would take the pain away. And I remember just crying and crying and crying and screaming in pain and just praying to God that He would take my pain. I couldn't go to the hospital because I was on medication trials and, they weren't going to do anything for me. I knew that it would be 3 to 4 weeks until I saw my doctor because I had to wait 3 to 4 weeks. When I started medications, I had to wait 3 to 4 weeks. And so I wasn't going to see my doctor for another 1 week or 2 weeks. So there was no light at the end of the tunnel for me. The pain was awful. It turns out food is what triggers my pain, and I couldn't live without food, so I had to endure it. And that sucked. So the worst part of my pain was at night. And yeah. And not only was the pain bad, but I did all of this on my own. You know, I'm sorry. My family didn't believe me. They didn't support me. They thought I was just doing this for attention, or that I was dramatic, or that it wasn't as bad as it seemed, and that wasn't the case. So every doctor appointment, every test, every medication, I did it on my own. And at 18, that's scary, because all I wanted was somebody to sit there with me and to tell me it'd be okay. They didn't. And that's okay. I forgive them now. And yeah, but it was scary, because I truly had no idea what was going on with me. So 9 months into this severe pain and doctors having no idea what was going on with me, tests, it was exhausting. They finally figured out what was wrong with me. And what I have is called sibo or sibo, and it's rare. And there's not a lot of research or treatment options for it. It's kind of a hit or miss treatment plan. Luckily, I felt so much better after doing 2 weeks of antibiotics, but I still suffer to this day. When nighttime comes, I have severe anxiety and I start reliving pain. So I'll have a panic attack, and then I'll start thinking that I'm sick, and the pain will come back. And every time I leave my house, I have anxiety attacks because I'm scared that I'm gonna get sick again, because most likely it's gonna come back. Right now it's kind of on vacation, and most likely the sickness is gonna come back and the pain's gonna come back. I'm scared to take medications because of how sick the medications made me. And yeah, you know, I can't outrun nighttime. So every night I just dread the darkness coming, because I know that's gonna trigger anxiety. And going places, like I said, triggers anxiety. Just having a life is scary, because I don't want to be sick again, because I can't really calm myself down with pain. It's hard, and it takes a while for the pain to go away once it starts. So I'm just scared. When I was sick, I stayed in bed for 2 weeks at a time. I lost contact with a lot of people. I had to slow down at my work, so like I said, all the money I saved had to go to medications and tests. I'm 19 years old now, and I have about $7,000 in debt of medical bills. I had to push school back a year. I finally graduated high school, by the way, of October 2018, and I had to push college back for a year and a half. And yeah, that was hard, because for so long I just wanted my life to start, and then got out of their plans. It wasn't all bad. I became closer to God, which I don't want to talk too much into detail, because I don't want to push my religion on anybody. But I came really close with God, because he was truly the only one there for me during those painful nights. Literally, God was truly the only one there for me, and that saved my life, because it was rough. But I would just pray to him, and he would comfort me, and so that was great. It also opened my eyes to see a lot of things that I didn't see before, and it truly showed me everybody's intentions. And my best friend, who was my security blanket, when he wasn't there for me, when he picked his boyfriend over me, when he got mad at me because I couldn't hang out, it truly showed me who he was. And I'm really happy it did, because I'm so much better and happier without him. I still love him though. Still love him, still all love. But yeah. So now I am just in therapy dealing with my PTSD and the pain. I hope to find more research on what I have and more treatment options. But I'm doing better, a lot better than I was before. And it's hard. But I'm happy it happened. Because like I said, it put the strength in me that I never had before. I became really closer to my faith, and it opened my eyes. So that is my short story of my PTSD. I'm sure I'll go into detail in another video about it if you want. This is just an overview of it. If you are struggling with an illness, my heart truly goes out to you because it is hard, and just know you're not alone. And if you know somebody who's struggling with an illness, be there for them, because this is the hardest time of their lives. Fighting something that sometimes can't be fought or that looks invisible. My heart truly goes out to everybody who's struggling with this, and I love you, and just keep going. Thank you guys for watching.